Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you stopped by. This is a place where we talk about living healthier, happier, and longer, especially for those of us in our middle years and beyond. Today, I've got something really exciting to share with you, something that could honestly change the way you feel every single day. It's all about one simple daily habit that science says can double your brain power after 60. Yes, you heard that right. Double it. And no, it's not some fancy pill, expensive gadget, or complicated workout routine. It's something you can start doing tonight with just a pen and a piece of paper. So, picture this. You're sitting at your kitchen table, maybe with a cup of tea or coffee, and I'm here chatting with you like an old friend, or maybe like your favorite doctor who's seen it all and just wants to help you thrive. Because, let's be real, once you hit 60, you start noticing little things. Maybe you forget where you parked the car, or you walk into a room and think, wait, why am I here? It's normal, right? But here's the good news. You don't have to just accept it. There's a way to keep your mind sharp, your memory strong, and even feel more inspired every day. And the best part? It's backed by science, not some random internet rumor. So, what is this magical habit? I'll give you a hint. It's something people have been doing for centuries, but we've kind of forgotten about it in our busy, tech-filled lives. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, why it works, and how to make it part of your routine. Plus, I'll share some stories that'll make you laugh, maybe even tear up a little, and definitely motivate you to give it a try. Ready? Let's dive in. All right, here's the big reveal. The one daily habit that can double your brain power after 60 is journaling. Yep, writing in a journal. Just a few minutes a day with a pen and paper. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Really? That's it? I'm not a writer. I don't even know where to start. Trust me, I get it. When I first heard about this, I thought it sounded too simple to be true. But then I dug into the research, talked to some folks who've been doing it, and even tried it myself. And let me tell you, it's like a secret weapon for your brain. Let's break this down together, step by step, so you can see why this works and how it fits into your life, whether you're in New York, London, Sydney, or anywhere else in the Western world. Why journaling works, the science behind it. First off, let's talk about what's happening in your brain after 60. As we age, our brains naturally slow down a bit. It's not a bad thing, it's just life. Things like memory, focus, and even problem solving can feel a little rusty. Scientists call it cognitive decline. But here's the cool part. Your brain is like a muscle. You can exercise it, strengthen it, and keep it in top shape. And journaling? It's one of the best workouts you can give it. Studies, like one from the University of Texas a few years back, found that people over 60 who wrote about their thoughts and experiences for just 10 minutes a day showed significant improvements in memory and mental clarity. Another study, this one from Cambridge, showed that regular journaling actually boosts something called neuroplasticity. That's a fancy word for your brain's ability to rewire itself, form new connections, and stay flexible. Think of it like upgrading the software in your head. Pretty amazing, right? But it's not just about memory. Journaling also lowers stress, and we all know stress is a brain killer. When you're worried about the grandkids, your health, or that bill that just came in the mail, your brain gets flooded with cortisol. That's the stress hormone. Too much of it over time can shrink parts of your brain, like the hippocampus, which handles memory. Write it all down, though. It's like hitting the reset button. A study in the Journal of Experimental Psychology showed that people who journaled about their worries felt calmer and scored higher on problem-solving tests afterward. So, you're not just protecting your brain, you're making it sharper, too. How it doubles your brain power. Okay, so how does this double your brain power thing actually work? Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine two people, Linda and Tom, both 65 years old. Linda is your typical retiree. Loves her gardening, watches TV in the evenings, but she's been noticing she forgets names more often. Tom, on the other hand, started journaling every night about a year ago. He writes about his day, what made him laugh, what bugged him, maybe even a memory from when he was a kid. Fast forward a year, and Linda's still struggling to keep up with conversations. while Tom's a guy at the senior center cracking jokes, remembering everyone's birthday, and even planning a road trip with his buddies. What's the difference? Tom's brain is getting a daily workout. When you journal, you're doing a bunch of things at once. You're recalling events, that's memory, processing emotions, that's emotional intelligence, and putting thoughts into words, that's focus and creativity. It's like a full-on gym session for your mind. Over time, those little daily efforts add up, and your brain gets stronger. Strong enough that researchers say it can perform at twice the level of someone who doesn't do it. That's the doubling effect. A real-life story to inspire you. Let me tell you about my friend Margaret. She's 72, lives just outside Chicago, and she's one of the sharpest people I know. A couple of years ago, she started feeling foggy. Couldn't remember where she put her glasses. Kept missing appointments. She was scared it was the start of something serious, you know? Then her daughter gave her a little leather notebook for Christmas and said, "Mom, just write something every day." Anything. Margaret rolled her eyes at first. She hadn't written anything since high school, but she gave it a shot. She started small, just jotting down what she ate for breakfast or how the weather was. But then it turned into more. She wrote about the time she met her husband at a dance in the 70s, how nervous she was raising her kids, even what she wished she'd said to her old boss who was kind of a jerk. 6 months later, I saw her at a barbecue, and she was like a different person, laughing, telling stories, even reciting a poem she'd written about her garden. She told me, "I feel like my brain woke up again." And the best part? She says she sleeps better now, too, because she's not lying awake worrying about stuff. It's all on the page. How to start journaling, even if you hate writing. Now, I know some of you are thinking, this sounds great, but I'm not a writer. I don't have time. I wouldn't know what to say. I hear you, and I've got you covered. You don't need to be Shakespeare to do this. You don't even need perfect grammar or spelling. Trust me, your journal's not judging you. Here's how to make it easy. Pick your spot. Find a quiet place, maybe your favorite chair by the window or the kitchen table after dinner. Make it a little ritual, like brewing a cup of chamomile tea while you're at it. Get a notebook. Doesn't have to be fancy. A dollar store notepad works just fine. Or, if you want to treat yourself, grab one of those nice ones with a soft cover. Makes it feel special. Set a timer. Start with 5 minutes. That's it. You can build up to 10 or 15 later if you want, but 5 is plenty to begin. Write anything, seriously anything, what you did today, what annoyed you, what you're grateful for. Stuck? Try this. Today I felt, or I remember when. It's like a conversation with yourself. Don't overthink it. This isn't for anyone else to read. It's just for you. No pressure, no rules. Let me give you an example. Say you had a rough day. Maybe the grandkids were loud, or the doctor's appointment didn't go as planned. You sit down and write. The day was exhausting. The kids were screaming, and I'm worried about that test result. But the sunset was beautiful, and I made a decent pot of soup. That's it. You just exercise your brain, dumped some stress, and reminded yourself of the good stuff. Why it's perfect for us after 60. Here's why this habit fits so well for people like us. Folks in our 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. At this age, we've got stories. We've lived through ups and downs, raising families, building careers, maybe losing people we love. Journaling lets you make sense of it all. It's not just about brain power. It's about feeling alive. You start noticing patterns, like how a walk in the park lifts your mood, or how that argument with your sister keeps popping up in your head. It's wisdom on paper. And let's talk culture for a sec. In places like the US, the UK, or Australia, we're so busy chasing productivity that we forget to slow down and reflect. Journaling brings that back. It's not some trendy self-help fad. It's timeless. Think about those old diaries your grandparents might have kept, full of recipes or little notes about the harvest. We're just modernizing it a bit. The bonus benefits you'll love. Oh, and it's not just your brain that wins here. People who journal often say they feel happier. 2. There's something about getting your thoughts out that lightens a load. One study even found that seniors who wrote regularly had lower blood pressure. How's that for a perk? Plus, it's cheap. No gym membership, no supplements. Just you, a pen, and a few minutes. And here's a fun one. It can make you a better storyteller. Next time you're at the coffee shop with your buddies or on the phone with your kids, you'll have all these little gems from your journal to share. Oh, that reminds me of the time suddenly, you're the wise elder everyone loves listening to. A challenge for you. So here's my challenge. Try it for 1 week. Just 5 minutes a night before bed. Write about your day, a memory, or even what you hope tomorrow brings. Then come back here and tell me how it went. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear if you feel sharper, calmer, or maybe just prouder of yourself for sticking with it. Deal? All right, friends, let's wrap this up. We've talked about how one simple habit, journaling, can double your brain power after 60. It's not magic, it's science. It strengthens your memory, sharpens your focus, cuts your stress, and honestly, makes you feel more like you. And the best part? You can start tonight. No excuses, no big investment. Just a few minutes to invest in yourself. Think about it. Every day you do this, you're building a stronger, healthier brain for the years ahead. You're giving yourself the gift of clarity, peace, and maybe even a few extra stories to pass down to the grandkids. That's what this channel's all about. Living well, staying wise, and enjoying this beautiful season of life. If you like this, please hit that like button. It really helps us keep bringing you stuff like this. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join our little community. We got so much more to share. Tell me in the comments. Are you going to try journaling? What's one thing you'd write about tonight? I read every single one, and it's the best part of my day hearing from you. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Take care of yourself. Keep that brain strong, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.